Hey everybody, it's Halloween 2016. Holy cow. Unbelievable how fast this year has moved. I just am stunned. So I wanted to do a big shout out today to all the people who have supported and loved and been there for Radical Shift. I so appreciate it. This is a special message for you. And I want to talk today about a couple of things. Number one, I'm sure you've probably noticed if you're on the mailing list that we've kind of changed things up around the mailing list, and that instead of sending out one monthly newsletter that has a lot of information, I got a lot of feedback that it would be better to have like little smaller clumps. So every Monday I've been sending something out, and one is a blog and one will be a video like this, and there'll be a funny and an inspirational message. So it's just to stay in touch. Hopefully everything I'm sending out are things that you enjoy and that you appreciate and bring any kind of value to your life, because that's what I'm hoping for here. So there's that, and then we are also doing a theme of the hero's journey, which is 12 steps to the hero's journey. And the number one step was the ordinary world. And in the ordinary world, it is the place in our lives or in our thoughts where things seem just generally ordinary. It's the way that we normally think, normally do things, maybe a little bit of the automatic assumption making. And so that's the step before there's a call to adventure, so that something might happen that like really inspires us to think about things differently. And we've got a serious jet going by, so we've got some jet noise. We're actually right across from the Navy compound over here, and they're doing their flyovers. So anyway, today will be the last that we'll do, and I'm going to talk for just a moment about the ordinary world, and then we're going to move on to the call to adventure. So next Monday, right before Election Day, which could be considered a very big call to adventure, I'm going to do the first blog on the call to adventure and what that means when something happens that kind of upsets the apple cart and we have to look at things differently. So you might say, as long as I brought up the current election and what's happening, you might say that it's very not ordinary what's going on, and that it's a very, lots of people talking about can't wait till the election's over kind of thing. And actually what I want to say is I think it's a play out of something very ordinary, and that is this obsession we have with duality. And I know enough about the brain to know that our little reptilian brain is always down for keeping us safe. So it's safer to think of things in a dualistic way. There's a right and a wrong, a good and a bad, an evil and a pure. Everything is in its opposites. And that when we can label something that way, whether it's a situation or a person or, a social law, anything that's happening, when we can label things that way, it makes us feel safer. And at the same time, it creates drama. It creates drama. And so it's interesting for me to recognize that there's a lot of drama going on, a lot of fear, and a lot of duality. And I would like to just say that it would be a great time to double down on our efforts to stay out of the fray, to stay out of the duality, and to look at this from a higher perspective, which might mean that there's something we're supposed to see about the duality and how it doesn't work when it plays out in such a big way. So I hope some of that helps you as you go through your week and thinking about all this. I'm sending you all kinds of love and appreciate again your support and everything you do for a radical shift. Okay? Thanks a lot. Linda O'Keefe, signing out.